It's August 6th, 2025, about 10 minutes to 2 in the afternoon. And I am in Bar Harbor. Right now I'm on Cottage Street, headed toward Maine. And I just stopped to refill the propane tank for my boat. And there are only two places that you can do it on the island. One of them is here at the Ace Hardware store in Bar Harbor, which is nice. They're quick and efficient, and you know, a little expensive, but you know, I only needed 2.2 gallons, so it was less than $10, and it should last me about 10 years. So I will probably never refill. I won't ever refill that tank again, because it can only be refilled until November of this year without being recertified. So yeah, so that tank is actually, I think this is the first time I've refilled it. I have had it on the boat. I bought it new 12 years ago, and yeah, so this is it. This is the first time I've ever refilled that tank in 12 years. It's not bad. 10 bucks, or $9.26 for 12 years worth of propane. So I can afford that, just barely. And so, assuming I'm gonna sell my boat this year, part of the reason I'm here today is to find out some medical stuff that will determine if I'm going to sell my boat. Anyway, we're coming up on Main Street, Bar Harbor's main drag. We're going to turn right here and drive up to the Bar Harbor Hospital, where I have two back-to-back medical appointments. So that should take a little. I'll talk about those in a separate video. Let's see what happens. And we'll see. So, as I said, it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a nice day, so a lot of people are not here in town today. They're in the park. You know, hiking, touring, what have you. When I came over, I passed a trailhead with over 100 cars parked at it, and but there's still a fair number of people here in downtown Bar Harbor today. Go! Tourists don't realize that they have the right-of-way, and that we're obligated to stop and let them go across the street. Anyway, or at the very least, the police department does frown on running the tourists over, so we generally don't do it, at least not in the summer. Yeah, we're coming up. We're headed away from the harbor. This is the village green over here. A few people on it, not super crowded. And we're gonna just keep going this way. I got about 4 blocks to go here until I get to the turn for the hospital. Anyway, we're coming through Bar Harbor. We're out of the main part of downtown Bar Harbor. It's only like 4 blocks long. And then there's a bit of Cottage Street and West Street along the waterfront. And after that, it's, you know, there's not much in Bar Harbor. Now here there are a few restaurants and a couple of other things. A wine shop, quite a nice little wine shop, got a good selection. I mean, it's not big, but they have a pretty nice selection. And a hotel here, It says the Bar Harbor Grand Hotel. It is a comparatively new hotel. It's only been around for maybe 10 years. And wow, it has a vacancy. That's unusual for a hotel in Bar Harbor in August. I had heard that tourism was down this year, but wow. Anyway, that's a relatively new hotel. A fellow I know came here to Bar Harbor and booked himself into that hotel thinking it was going to be an old-fashioned classic hotel, and was quite disappointed to discover that at the time he stayed there, it was brand new. Anyway, here's the turn for the hospital, so I'll come back. We'll go through downtown again after I'm finished here. Well, it's about 4 p.m. I'm done with my medical appointments. And as I said, I'll do another video on those, and they were kind of anticlimactic. But anyway, we're just leaving the hospital. I'm turning onto Main Street here, and we'll be heading for downtown. And hopefully, and we'll see what it looks like. I'm on my way over to the supermarket, but we'll do the full Main Street Bar Harbor loop here on August 6th, 2025 at 4 p.m. It's a little less crowded out here than it was earlier. The town looks pretty parked up. People are probably starting to come back from their day in the national park, and are coming back into Bar Harbor. So I expect there may be a fair number of people downtown. Anyway, we have about a block to go until we get to the Village Green, which is, see the trees on the left there, those are around the perimeter of the Village Green. And basically we're stopped because people are either waiting for pedestrians in crosswalks to make turns or to go straight, since Maine law does require us to yield to pedestrians and crosswalks. And so we will be up here in just a little bit. As I said, we'll go all the way down Main Street to the waterfront, probably make a loop around the town dock. It's a nice day today, so there's probably good visibility from the town dock out over the Porcupine Islands. And here we go. Wait for some pedestrians to cross. And we'll get up here. This is one of the issues with driving through Bar Harbor. You can end up basically sitting at an intersection for several minutes while people cross or don't cross. Alright. And there are always people opening, closing car doors, so you got to keep your speed down. I'm going about 5 miles an hour through here because you never know when somebody's going to walk out between a couple parked cars, not at a crosswalk. Happens a lot. Okay, there are quite a few people here this afternoon. So I think a lot of people have come back from their day in the park and are planning what they're going to do this evening, where they're going to go to dinner, etc. Bar Harbor in the summer has nearly 100 restaurants. That is in a town with less than 5,000 people living here year-round. So as you might guess, most of those restaurants are not open in the winter. They close up. But this time of year, everything is open. And we will continue down here. Oop. All right. Little creep down the hill. There's the harbor straight ahead. And this is Augus6 Park over here. It's a nice little hillside that slopes down toward the water. And it looks like most of the lobster boats that fish out of Bar Harbor are in for the day. I would expect them to be in this late in the day. It is about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And we will go down and have a look from the town dock out over the water. Now, downtown Bar Harbor is about 4 blocks long, and they have drastically reduced the number of cruise ship passengers that come into town, so that there are a lot fewer people walking around here at any given time than there have been in previous years. And it does not, I don't see any cruise ships here. That's a private yacht out there. And there's another private yacht at the town dock. Oh, there is a little cruise ship over there. The one with the red, white, and blue boat on top is a small cruise ship. That kind carries, 150 to 200 passengers. And that's pretty much what they're allowing now. Another private yacht just passed it. So we'll go down here, see what it's like. This is long-term parking. So if you go out on one of the boat rides here that's going to take could take 4 or 5 hours, you want to park on a town dock. And if there's a spot, you can take it. There's a kiosk that you pay at. I think you put your license plate number and some other information in. This time of year, it's kind of rare to find a spot to park down here, but you never know. And we'll loop around. More private yachts over there. And does not look like there are too many parking spots available here. Well, there's a 15-minute parking, couple of 15-minute parking spots, but sure, it wouldn't do you much good. We head through downtown. That we're looking up at Augus6 Park now. Quite a few people up there. It's a popular spot to have a picnic or what have you. Nice view out over the water. As you can see, finding a spot to park in Bar Harbor this time of year is difficult at best. I mean, if you circle around, you might find a spot, but it's going to take, right now, I'd say it'd take a lot of circling. Okay, this is West Street. We're just crossing Main and heading along west. This is kind of Hotel Row here. These are all hotels. The rooms with water view are a little on the pricey side, and the hotels out over the water, a lot of them are built on piers, are also on the pricey side. So, and we're going to go up here, and I'm going to turn and head over to the supermarket because that's the last thing on my list today. up the hill. There are a lot of cars here. I think these are people who've been in the park today and they've come back and they're looking for a spot to park so they can go for dinner or what have you. And we're just about past the last of the okay, here's our turn to go up. If I went right here, we go down to the bar that you can cross at low tide to go over to Bar Island. However, right now, it's not low tide, so you can't get over there unless you want to swim. Okay, and we're just going to go up this street 1 block. The next street up is Cottage Street. We're going to turn right on Cottage. Now here, it looks like there are parking spots, but this is all permit parking. And the permits basically are issued to people who own property here. And you will see a lot of out-of-state cars here. Those are people probably who are renting houses and the like for the week or what have you, and their rental comes with a parking permit for the time period that they are here. Okay, this is Cottage Street, kind of the lower end of Cottage Street, and we got about half a block to go, and I'm going to turn into the supermarket parking lot. Okay, that's Bar Harbor today, the 6th of August, 2025. It's pretty busy this late in the day as people are coming back from the park for the evening. It's currently 5 minutes after 4. Okay, so I'm going to call it this video over as I pull in and try to find a parking spot at the supermarket so that I can do my grocery shopping. And hopefully we'll find something. So, thanks for watching.